The key to tea becoming a global export began when tea made its way to the West via the sea. Portuguese ships landing in China led to tea being the key export of China's Ming Dynasty, and in the 1800s, tea had become part of the culture of a region famous for its people's love of tea, Great Britain. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. How are you today? What did you have this morning with your coffee or tea? Okay, some of you might be like, tea? Why though? Okay, I know some of you may not like the suggestions for this substitution, but hear me out. Tea has a long history in culture as well as the world economy. So let's investigate together what this leafy beverage is all about, yeah? Tea is a drink that is prepared by pouring hot water over tea leaves that have already undergone a process known as curing. These tea leaves are from the plant species Camellia sinensis. However, there are many different types of tea leaves which can lead to different flavor profiles and textures. Then, there's also the many additives we can use for our cup of tea to get unique tastes. We'll dive into that a little later in this video. For now, let's look at where tea plants were first cultivated and how tea drinking spread all over the world. The tea plant, Camellia sinensis, hails from East Asia, particularly regions in China. Tea as a drink for pleasure, as opposed to tea being used as medicine, may have first made an appearance in the Yunnan region, but this is not known for sure. From China, tea drinking spread to Vietnam, Japan, and Korea. By the 1600s, tea was a regular export to the West. However, even before this, the land trade route, aptly known as the ancient tea horse trade route, was used in the export of tea to Tibet and South Asia, such as India, not to mention Nepal and Bhutan. But really, the key to tea becoming a global export began when tea made its way to the West via the sea. Portuguese ships landing in China led to tea being the key export of China's Ming Dynasty, and in the 1800s, tea had become part of the culture of a region famous for its people's love of tea, Great Britain. Speaking of tea in culture, let's see how tea is enjoyed in different parts of the world and its cultural importance, shall we? First up, in China, the tea ceremony is an incredibly important part of the wedding tradition. People of Chinese descent in other parts of the world, such as Malaysia, still practice this custom to this day. There are many steps in the ceremony, such as the taking in of the smell of the leaves before the tea is prepared. Later steps include the washing of serving cups, as well as the drinking of the tea while holding each cup in a specific way with two hands. Next up in Morocco, Maghreb, tea, also known as Tuareg tea or Maghribi mint tea, is the North African country's traditional mix of mint and green tea. Guests are served 3 cups, with the first being the lightest tasting and the last being the strongest due to the leaves having been soaked longer and the tea poured from the bottom of the brewing kettle. A refusal to drink the tea is considered extremely rude. In Tibet, butter made from the yak milk is the special ingredient to the very long brewed Permagul black tea. Salt is also added. This drink is called pocha. The Japanese also have their own tea ceremonies. These are the informal chakhe and the formal chaji ceremonies. In India, chai, which actually translates to tea, is usually brewed in clay cups by street vendors. However, the tea culture that the country is most famous for the addition of spices to their tea with milk, which some call masala chai or masala tea by people of Indian descent all over the world. Right here in Malaysia, we love our teh tarik or pull tea. It is tea served with condensed milk and sometimes even added sugar that is mixed by pouring from a height or pulling the tea between 2 cups until it is adequately mixed. Now that we've looked at its cultural significance and variation, let's look at tea's health benefits. First, the pros. Tea is rich in antioxidants which are said to help reduce the likelihood of cancer, inflammation, and the chances of stroke and heart problems. Furthermore, it contains caffeine and tannins, which are a stimulant and relaxant respectively for our brain. Plus, with less caffeine than coffee, it may help you cut back on that cup. or cups of joe to power through the day. Tea is also a great tool for weight loss, as the caffeine and catechins it contains increases our metabolism, while its flavor might help satiate our cravings a little. Nevertheless, there are a few things one should be aware of. Too much tea can cause staining of our teeth. Besides that, tea brewed for too long as well as teas from some places more than others may be rich in heavy metal contaminants. Herbal teas are especially dangerous in terms of side effects, so do thorough research before picking up your next bag of tea leaves or set of tea bags. So, in conclusion, there's a great big world of tea out there, so why not try something unique during your next tea break, or replace that morning cup of coffee with a cup of tea. I hope this video has been informative. If you have enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe and hit that notification bell. Till next time friends, ciao!